It's always close when these two teams get together on opening week. And as you look at Anderson, the junior who was the QB of the JV squad last year.
Well, it's nice to see these kids as they sort of get the butterflies out. They start to settle down and you start to see the true talent. Anderson, only a junior, although a big kid.
And falling down with the ball is DeMar Atwood at the 32-yard line on the dribbled kick by Shine. Didn't look like they wanted to kick it deep to Harrell and Patterson.
A lot of speed back there for TJ, so they kind of squib it, and DeMar Atwood, I thought he was shot, but he just but he just fell down on the football that time. DeMar says, oh, geez, what am I going to do here?
No, he picked it up, and they had instant good field position at the 32.
Absolutely doing the smart thing. The possession is what Ben wants.
First down from the 32. Staley calling the signals. Harrell on the move. Fake to Atwood. Staley fires across the middle. Completed to Harrell for a gain of about 8 yards out to the 40.
Harrell, 33 on the reception.
Nice catch by Joe Harrell. Pretty good delivery that time by
8-yard gain, second down.
Robert Staley. You know, in years past, you see TJ get scored upon, and you wouldn't see him come back out throwing the football. They would go back to that, jam it down your throat. But new year, new attack for the Pats. As we see Robert Staley there, the guy who's going to direct it.
Well, they want to try to punch another one in. Clock down to 2:20 in the half. Option play. Staley kept it and then was buried by Scott Harshman and company.
That's a nice effort by Harshman that time. Another one of the youngsters, only a junior, but really forced Staley inside and made the tackle. There's a good look at that Middletown defense, and they look to be tough again this year. They're playing a team that's coming into this contest reputed to have a strong offense, but they've certainly battled with them here tonight.
That gain by Staley was enough for a first down. Clock running, 1:57 remaining in the first half. The Knights lead the Pats by 1, 7-6. Staley drops back again. Now he'll take off. Eludes the tackle by Fritz, and then is upended by Jake Earp. Staley with a first down run into Middletown territory.
Well, again, the athleticism of Robert Staley on stage right now, and he decides to tuck it away and run. Does a nice little juke move there on Fritz. Picks up another close to 10 yards before he's hammered to the turf by Jake Earp. TJ calls a timeout. They're going to huddle on the side and kind of orchestrate these last portion of the second quarter. And there's Tim Ambrose trying to do the same thing defensively.
Ambrose in his 27th year.
As I
won a lot of ball games.
Was mentioning earlier, I believe Tim is going to be my guest this week on Sidelines. That'll air, of course, the latter part of the week. But looking forward to sitting down and talking some high school football and Middletown football with this guy. He is, in fact, a legend here in the county. 27 years, as you just mentioned, Jeff. But kids, his boys have played for him, and he's the athletic director here. Done a tremendous job with the youth here of in Middletown.
210 wins in his career and only 61 losses.
And looks younger every year.
Yes.
You know, what is it with these guys? I don't know.
1st and 10. Staley fires left side, incomplete. Shine on the coverage as Staley tried to get it to Travis Patterson. That stops the clock at 1:35.
Second down, 10, TJ.
Just got to get Tim to get those Middletown Knight boosters to get another scoreboard up here so I can see to the left, because there we go. You got to kind of duck and look around the corner. We got our cameras out. It's a beautiful place to do a football game. A great press box and just terrific facility, and just, you know, drop dead gorgeous, the scenery up here.
Second down for the Patriots. Big rush by Fritz. Staley got away. Now he has to contend with others. Staley with some quick feet. And he finally goes down in the grasp of Zach Denton. Staley could have lost a lot of yardage, but instead he ends up getting back to the line of scrimmage, but a penalty marker is down.
Well, that's probably going to be a hold, I would guess, back in that when Robert Staley was running for his life. Maybe a block from behind, maybe a hold. We'll wait for the official, but Fritz started all this with great penetration. And there's going to be a clip call back here somewhere, but anyway, there's the clip right there, very evident, but doesn't take away the athleticism demonstrated that time by Staley. Again, he's seen some of the old Randall Jones tapes, and the escapable one, Randall.
He could have lost about 15 yards on that play. Well, they lose 10 on
they're going to lose some, yeah, by virtue of the penalty. But you're right. I mean, absent the penalty, they're still they could have been in a deeper hole than what they already are.
So the penalty marked off from where the clip took place all the way back to the 38 of TJ, just over a minute to play in the half. So second down and 31. Steele in motion. Another penalty flag. Intended for Patterson, incomplete. Good D by Shine, but there is a flag down on the play. Again, it looks like it might be on the TJ Patriots.
In that holding area. That's been the kind of the bugaboo for both teams here tonight.
Well, it's the first game, as you mentioned. So you work out the kinks.
Well, take that back. Motion. So it's
decline. They'll take the incomplete pass. It's going to be 3rd and 31. So a smart move by the Knights.
Now, you were talking about the kicker for Middletown, Chad Shine, having a strong foot. I guess Coach Ambrose is thinking, you know, we stop him here. Who knows? We get a good return on a punt, or we get a turnover or something. Maybe we can take one last punch at it before we head to the locker room for the halftime break. Got to stop him here first.
53 seconds remaining. Staley gets away again. Staley still on his feet. He may run out the quarter.
I think he ran out of breath.
So Staley well short of the first down, but he chiseled 15 seconds off the clock.
Look at Robert Staley. He's tired, and I don't blame him. He has 2 of the last 3 plays. He's ran about 75 yards, yes. And the Patriots lost about 10. So let's watch it again. Great penetration, great pursuit on the part of Middletown. Once again, forces Robert Staley out of the pocket. And then it's just kind of low hole, roll your own. I'm going to make this thing up as I go. Evades that first tackler. Looks like maybe he's going to go down right here, but somehow slips away.
So the punt will roll out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So Middletown will only have 32 seconds to work with. On that last play, Staley gained 13 yards. So Middletown will have one more shot at it, but not a lot of time.
Well, here's the end of that play again, and watch Robert Staley. I think he just decides, hey, I'm getting on the side and getting a breath of fresh air. Hold me, Coach Day. Hold me. See what Tim Ambrose and company elect to do here. They've got 32 ticks.
Ball resting at about the 24-yard line. And they'll just run the clock out as Anderson goes to a knee. Middletown feeling fortunate to have the lead 7-6.
Well, you play, you know, when defense is your forte. We got another
procedure, though, against Middletown. So this half's not going to end yet.
You play defense up here the way Middletown does. It's kind of suggests a conservative game plan. And
First and 15, Middletown.
Coach Tim's happy to get into the locker room with this 1-point lead.
And now the ball moved back inside the 20.
And I'm sure
this is the area where you don't want to make a mistake.
Absolutely don't want to fool around here.
So Anderson goes to the knee.
The ball again for Middletown.
That time they did it okay. So that should run the clock out. Final seconds of the first half. as Anderson and the Middletown Knights have the lead 7-6. It was Anderson's arm that gave him the lead. His touchdown pass to Jack O'Leary with 3 minutes left in the half, and the extra point by Chris Shine gives Middletown a 7-6 lead at the half. We'll be back with more in a moment.